The night had a way of hiding things. Shadows became allies, and silence turned into a weapon. Maya sat in the living room, her fingers trembling as she held a photograph of Adam, taken on that night in the rain. The image had haunted her since she first saw it, not because of what it showed, but because of what it didn't. Across town, Adam perched on the edge of his bed, staring at his phone. The screen glowed like a warning. He had promised himself he was done. Done with the lies. Done with the debts. Done with the suffocating fear. But the phone kept buzzing, and with every vibration, the past grew louder, more insistent. A sharp knock echoed from his front door. Adam froze. His heart hammered against his ribs, desperate to escape. He waited, hoping they'd leave, but the knock came again, more urgent this time. Here was he slowly, his footsteps heavy on the floorboards. When he opened the door, a man stood there in a dark jacket, his face half hidden under a cap. He didn't smile or offer a greeting. He simply said, "You've been avoiding me." Adam swallowed hard. "I'm not avoiding you. I just..." The man stepped closer, and Adam saw the faint glint of a ring on his finger. A ring that looked like a warning. "You owe," the man said, his voice flat. Adam's throat tightened. "I'm working on it." The man's eyes narrowed. "You always say that, but time is not on your side." Adam's hands clenched into fists at his sides. "I don't have the money yet." The man leaned in, his voice dropping to a cold, controlled whisper. "Then you'll do what you were hired to do." Adam's face went pale. "Maya doesn't know," the man continued, his words like ice. "But she will. And when she does, she won't just leave you. She'd become part of the problem." Adam's mouth opened, but no words came out. He had been trying so hard to build a new life, to be better. But his past wasn't finished with him. The man turned and walked away without another word, leaving a final warning hanging in the air, as if the night itself had spoken. Adam closed the door slowly, his hands shaking. He leaned against it, sliding down until he sat on the floor. He looked at his phone again. Another message glowed on the screen. "You have until tomorrow." That same night, Maya was in the kitchen preparing tea. She had grown used to Adam's strange moods, his long silences, the way he'd stare out the window as if watching something only he could see. But tonight felt different. The air was heavy, thick with unspoken tension, as if the entire apartment was holding its breath. Suddenly, a soft noise from the living room caught her attention. She moved quietly down the hallway, not wanting to be seen. From the shadows, she saw Adam's phone light up again. She watched him pick it up, slowly, as if he was afraid of what it would say. Leaning closer, she heard a voice from the speaker, a voice she didn't recognize. Cold, controlled, threatening. "I know where she is," the voice said, "and I know what you promised." Adam's jaw tightened. Maya's heart began to race. She couldn't move, frozen by the sound of a truth she couldn't yet understand. The voice continued, its tone unwavering. "You have until tomorrow. And if you don't pay, you won't just lose the money. You'll lose everything." Adam's hand trembled as he whispered, "Please, not her." The voice didn't answer. The call ended, plunging the room back into a dreadful silence. Maya stood there, her eyes wide with fear. She didn't know what she had just heard, but she knew one thing for certain. Adam wasn't just hiding something, he was being hunted. And now She was beginning to understand why. Maya slipped back into the kitchen, her mind racing. She looked at the photograph again, the one from that night in the rain. And for the first time, the pieces began to fit together. The lies weren't just lies anymore. They were a trap that you couldn't escape. And the person who would pay the price was closer than she ever thought. What happens next? Make sure you're resubscribed so you don't miss the next chapter. Thanks for watching.